Dealing with a narcissist can feel like walking a tightrope. You have to keep them engaged without letting them manipulate or hurt you. Whether it's in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or even a work dynamic, narcissists are notoriously difficult to manage because their entire world revolves around their ego. However, it is possible to keep them hooked while protecting yourself. The key is understanding their behavior, using their own tendencies against them, and maintaining firm boundaries. You can keep a narcissist interested without sacrificing your well-being. The first and most important thing you need to understand about narcissists is that their greatest desire is to be admired and validated. They thrive on attention, and as long as they feel they are the center of your world, they will remain hooked. That doesn't mean you have to cater to their every whim, though. You can give them just enough praise or attention to keep them satisfied without fully indulging their ego. A well-timed compliment or small gesture of admiration can go a long way with a narcissist, but you don't need to go overboard. At the same time, it's important to maintain a sense of mystery. Narcissists are intrigued by people they can't easily figure out. If you are constantly available and transparent, they will lose interest quickly. By keeping parts of your life private and not sharing every detail, you create an aura of intrigue that will keep them coming back for more. Narcissists love a challenge, and if they feel like they haven't fully conquered or understood you, they'll remain hooked. Remember, you don't owe them every piece of information about your life. Giving them too much access only makes it easier for them to manipulate you. Another effective strategy is to mirror their behavior back at them. Narcissists tend to respect and admire those who reflect their own traits. When you mirror their confidence and assertiveness, they are more likely to stay interested. This doesn't mean adopting their narcissism, but rather showing that you can stand your ground and that you value yourself. Narcissists are drawn to strength, and if they see that you won't be easily controlled, they will be more likely to stick around, intrigued by your resilience. However, the most crucial part of dealing with a narcissist is setting firm boundaries. Narcissists will always test your limits, trying to push you into doing things that benefit them without considering your needs. It's essential to establish clear boundaries early on and stick to them. If they try to manipulate or guilt trip you into crossing those boundaries, don't hesitate to enforce consequences. For example, if they constantly demand your time or attention, let them know that you have other priorities and don't waver. They may resist at first, but over time, they will come to respect those boundaries. Narcissists need to understand that you won't be a doormat for their ego. In addition to boundaries, maintaining emotional distance is key to protecting yourself. Narcissists can be very charming and persuasive when they want something, but their affection is often superficial. Don't let yourself get emotionally entangled or depend on their approval for your happiness. Keep your emotions in check and remind yourself that their admiration is fickle and based on how well you serve their needs at the moment. By staying emotionally detached, you keep yourself from getting hurt when their interest inevitably shifts. Another effective tactic is to make them feel special while subtly keeping them in check. Narcissists crave uniqueness. They want to believe that they are one of a kind. By occasionally highlighting their positive qualities and acknowledging their strengths, you can keep them hooked. However, it's equally important to never let them think that they have total control over you. Subtle challenges to their ego, done with finesse, can keep them on their toes. For instance, if they make a grandiose statement, you might respond with a lighthearted but pointed question that gently calls out their exaggeration. Narcissists love to feel admired, but they also respect those who don't completely fall for their self-aggrandizing. It's also important to keep in mind that narcissists are often very reactive to slights, whether real or imagined. They have fragile egos, so even small criticisms can send them into a tailspin. While it's important to stand your ground, it's equally important to avoid unnecessary conflict. Pick your battles wisely. You don't need to confront every slight or insult. Instead, remain calm and composed, and don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you upset. This will frustrate them because they thrive on emotional reactions, and by withholding that, you maintain your power. One of the most dangerous aspects of dealing with a narcissist is their ability to turn situations around and make you feel guilty or responsible for their emotions. To keep a narcissist hooked without getting hurt, you need to be hyper-aware of their manipulation tactics. Don't fall for their attempts to gaslight or guilt-trip you. Narcissists will often play the victim or act as though you were the one causing problems in the relationship. Stay clear-headed and trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Engaging with a narcissist also means you need to be selective with your energy. Narcissists are emotional vampires. They will drain your energy if you let them. Don't allow them to dominate every conversation or make everything about themselves. You can subtly shift conversations back to neutral ground or even focus on your interests. By doing this, you're showing them that while they are important, they aren't the center of your universe. Keeping control of where you spend your energy is crucial in preventing emotional burnout. Lastly, always prioritize your well-being. While you might be able to keep a narcissist hooked for a time, they're inherently self-centered and often incapable of genuine empathy. There will come a point where they may lose interest or attempt to discard you. When that happens, it's essential that you have built up your own sense of self-worth and not allowed them to define your value. Narcissists regret losing people who are strong, independent, and who don't rely on them for validation. By maintaining your sense of self and prioritizing your happiness, you protect yourself from the emotional damage that narcissists often leave behind. In conclusion, keeping a narcissist hooked without getting hurt is possible if you maintain your boundaries, stay emotionally detached, and mirror their behavior in a way that keeps them interested. The most important thing is to remain in control of your own emotions and actions. Never let them manipulate you into giving more than you're comfortable with. By playing the game on your terms, you can keep a narcissist engaged while ensuring that you don't lose yourself in the process. Narcissists thrive on control and attention, but when you manage the relationship with intelligence and self-respect, you can navigate their world without falling victim to their tactics.